present our little center that's out in the country in eastern Wake County. I am the executive director of the center, and I'm responsible for creating partnerships and going out and making sure that the programs and initiatives run smoothly at the center. A little bit of background about our center. It is predominantly African American. Again, we service most of eastern Wake County, which includes a very large rural population, including the cities of Knightdale, Wendell, and Zebulon. We have a high land ownership in the area. Our primary focus at the Riley Hill Family Life Center is our youth. However, we do focus on the whole entire community, the seniors, as well as the teens and just the whole general family. We're housed, to give you a little bit, maybe if you can just take your mind back to a rural setting. We are in a formal Rosenwald school. The school was built in 1927 by funds by Julius Rosenwald, and the Riley Hill Baptist Church purchased this school. It was formerly Wake County Public School System, but the church and community purchased the school back in 1984. And we've been operating as a 501c3 nonprofit ever since. So the history in the area is very rich history. We have a strong sense of family and community building. We're no stranger to the area. We've had the Capstone project before done in the area in 2002. And so I think we're due for another one right around now. And this was done in this was a action-oriented community diagnosis of our area. It included secondary data and qualitative data collection. We're very pleased to be here, and I'm going to let my little heart, Miss Janetta Washington, finish telling you about how you're going to fit in our program if you choose us.
Good afternoon. I'm Janetta Washington. I grew up in Riley Hill community. The Evelyn's office was my second grade classroom, so I know this building very, very well. This is a very good example of a community growing, changing, modifying, looking at what's happening and trying to be engaged. So we formed the Riley Hill Family Life Center. We have an executive board, and we're really looking at how to build on the capacities of the community. In terms of the health problems that we plan to address through the Capstone project, we will build on the community assessment that was done several years ago, but we really have a focus and really want to continuing to look at the youth in the community to see how we can improve the lives for them. Schools near the Family Life Center, Riley Hill Family Life Center, are low-performing schools in the county. We have a high suspension rate among African American males, and you know that when they are suspended from school, they tend to get into trouble. So there are other problems that associated with that. We have low performance in terms of end of grade test. So we're looking at all of those issues around the school performance to look at how we can address that. We have implemented a number of programs, and we're trying to think about how we can coordinate those. We want to look at the development of a strategic plan to help us to do that. In the past, we've had summer camp. We have a Saturday Academy where we have a number of teachers and educators in the area who provide tutoring and mentoring to help students to improve their end-of-grade performance, their tests. We have a score program so that students who are suspended can spend time at the center in a supervised program. We have a computer lab. We have what is called a Smart Choice program, where students are engaged in a number of activities to help them in terms of life skills, education, interpersonal skill with parents. We offer training activities for parents to help them get involved in that process. So we're looking at how we can more strategically structure the programs that we have offered. The Smart Choice program, we have some limitations in our funding, and we'll be looking at other ways we need to address that. So we need a plan. We need to look at how we can proceed. The other area that we have addressed to some degree is looking at fitness. It is a rural community, so we have lots of land. We've got gardens. We have a walking trail. We have created a park. We have teams. So those are some of the kinds of things that we've done there, even though our focus has primarily been on the looking at the youth. In terms of deliverables, we would like to have a plan, a strategic plan that can help us to review what has happened, look at our strengths and our resources to help us to figure out how we go forward. Students will gain from this project experience in doing information review, translating. We've got aspirations, we've got all kinds of thoughts about what may happen. You could help us to figure out exactly, based on the evidence, what is the best steps that we need to take. And then a plan, what's possible, what's needed, what do people want, what's possible given the resources that we have.